Howdy folks, Spencer here, and I want to talk about the latest batch of STO news for myself, some giveaways that are going on, and with the game itself. So, as some of you may have noticed, I haven't really been putting out a ton of content over the past couple of weeks, and I just, for me, it's just been dealing with some mental and physical things, helping take care of my niece, and just dealing with some migraines. I do have quite a bit of content planned that I do need to get caught up on. If you're a channel member and you have linked your YouTube and Discord accounts and you're on my Discord, you'll have access to see some of that upcoming content. So I last updated this at the beginning of the month, and these are things that I hope to get caught up on in the near future. So next time I have a day where I could just set aside some time, I'm going to knock out a couple of these content pieces and get them scheduled for the near future. Moving on to giveaways, as some of you may know, my last video, I went over in great detail a giveaway on the Builds Discord. So far, we've had about 500 entrants for it, and we have another giveaway up, courtesy of Sukobi, for a Sleeceless Momentum Starship trait. Both this and the giveaway package from 1800 Broken Soul are PC only, so if you're a PC user and you're interested, these are some great prizes. It's a huge giveaway, billions of EC worth of prizes there, so make sure to check that out if you haven't already. Now, in that video last week where I went over the Builds Discord giveaway, courtesy of 1800 Broken Soul, I'd also mentioned that 1800 had a giveaway that he was going to be running himself. This is separate from the Builds Discord one, and it contains a ton of prizes. I will have his video announcing this, and all the details for entry and all that will be on that video, so go and check that out. I'll have it linked at the top right now, and it will be linked in the description. But I do want to do a quick recap on the items in the bundle he is giving away. So you've got 55 master keys, unconventional systems, which is a personal space trait, which when you hit control abilities, it reduces the cooldown of your universal consoles. I've talked about this trait a ton, and I know other content creators have talked about it a ton, so I'm not going to talk about it a ton here, but it is major for most builds. It is extremely important. Next up, we have the Boimler effect personal space trait. This has a chance to reduce the cooldown of all your bridge officer abilities when you hit a bridge officer ability. It is extremely good, and on many high-end builds, it has replaced Oxtabat or Photonic Officer. So it's extremely good. It works very well. It's not 100% reliable, but it's pretty damn good. Now for the ships in this bundle, I'm just going to go through these quickly and explain the main highlight about them. Let's start off here at the left with the Mirror Constitution warship. The ship itself is 5/3. It's got a Commander TAC and Commander Engineer seat with a Lieutenant Commander Universal and Intel. It's a very good ship, but the main reason people go for it is the Terran Goodbye Starship trait. If I go in game here, Terran Goodbye gives you a 5% crit chance and 25 accuracy rating when you kill a target, but it has up to 3 stacks, meaning that you can get up to 15% crit chance and 75 accuracy from this trait. So hopefully with me saying that, you can understand why it is so valuable. Next up, we have the Deimos Pilot Destroyer. The ship itself is fairly good. From what I understand, it's a really popular ship for PvP because of the pilot and intel seating on it. It is a 5/2, but the main reason people go for it is the console, the Immolating Phaser Lance. So this we have a explanation of up on the Builds Discord under the Common Interactions channel. But basically, the Immolating Phaser Lance is used alongside the Universal Design Starship trait from the Crossfield Spearhead refit, which is also in this giveaway package from Broken Soul. You use the Immolating Phaser Lance to keep the stacks of Universal Designs up, and because the Immolating Phaser Lance has 6 charges, you can easily keep up the 5 stacks on Universal Designs for a long duration if you time it right. And at max stacks with Universal Designs, so with all 5 stacks, you get 10% crit chance and 50% severity. It is a very potent combo, and it is used on many high-end builds. The Immolating Phaser Lance also is the most powerful phaser lance in the game. It actually does damage compared to the traditional built-in phaser lances on ships. It does good damage. The clicky on it, works well with this universal design trait, and it even works well on torp builds or non-phaser builds. It's a really good console, and this combo with universal designs is really quite potent. So the last ship in here after the refit I just talked about, but the last ship is the Disco D7 Miracle Worker Flight Deck Carrier. So some people like this for it being a full carrier with a 5-3 weapon layout. It is a good ship, but the main reason people get it is the Starship trait, the Ruin of Our Enemies. When you defeat a foe, it gives you 3% bonus all damage for 30 seconds, and it stacks up to 100 times, meaning that you can get up to 300% bonus Cat 2 all damage for 30 seconds. And each time you get a new stack, it resets the duration of resets the timer for each stack. So you can keep those stacks up forever so long as you're killing targets. So that bundle from Broken Soul is huge. This is billions of EC worth of prizes. Once again, his video will be linked down in the description below, so go check it out and enter that giveaway. Now, moving on to STO news, we have a 35% sale on bundles and a 50% sale on MUDs bundles. So for those of you that have been hoping for a 75% sale in the MUDs store for MUDs bundles, I don't think it's going to happen again. But let's take a look at the offerings there. So we have all of the MUDs bundles back in the store. The ones that I would say to really keep an eye out for, and you need to do your research before you buy any of these, see if the ships are things that you would want on multiple characters. Some of these MUDs bundles, it may be a good deal if you're wanting to unlock the ships for multiple characters, but if you only have one character, it might sometimes be cheaper to just go out and get the ship via the exchange for the one character you want it on. But the MUDs bundles are nice if you want to have things unlocked on multiple characters, especially given the cost of some of these ships. A lockbox ship can easily cost you anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks depending on the source, and promo ships can easily cost 100 to 200 plus dollars depending on where you acquire them. So bundles that I would keep an eye out for, Mud Stealing Time is one that I very much like. It's the only one that I actually own out of all of these. The Temporal Science Vessel is nice to have. The Temporal Destroyer's not that great, but the nice thing about the Temporal Destroyer and Temporal Science Vessel is that each of those unlocks the Fed, ROM, and KDF versions of those ships, meaning that for the Temporal Science Vessel, you get 3 Admiralty cards, and for the Temporal Destroyers, you get 3 Admiralty cards. So if you're someone that actually does Admiralty, having all those Admiralty cards can be quite handy. The next bundle that I would say to keep an eye out for is the Into Darkness one. If you choose all of the ships but the Intel Dread, then you have 6 very high value lockbox and promo ships that you're getting out of this. It is a lot of value, and the ships may not be meta, but they are all quite fun to fly, and they offer various playstyles. So this is a bundle that I would highly recommend if you're just looking for a MUDs bundle that's going to offer you a diverse set of ships to go around and mess around with. The In Command bundle I've talked about in the past. I have a video where I talked about it when it came out. It's a good bundle, but you need to, know what you're getting into. It is very good for torps or tanking, but it is something that I would recommend if you're into torps or tanking. The Mud Secret Intel Pack is also very good. It has some very nice traits for torpedo builds. If you're looking to set up torp builds on multiple characters, then this is probably one that you're going to want to consider. The Faith of the Heart Choice Pack is probably the worst MUDs bundle in here. I would recommend you not ever consider this. The Muds Out of This Wormhole choice pack has the main reason people get this are the McKee Raider for the Plasma Storm console off of it if you're doing science builds on lots of characters. But the other reason is for the Jem'Hadar strike ship so that you can have go for the kill account wide. And I'm just going to give a subtle hint here of, with the Jem'Hadar strike ship and the bug ship in general, we haven't had a legendary Jem'Hadar ship yet. And, I'm pretty sure if we did, it would probably be the Jem'Hadar attack ship. So I think I would hold off on this Out of This Wormhole bundle if that's what you're after, and just wait a couple weeks. You'll thank me when you see something announced in the near future. Other packs here, the Mud's Choice pack of Dread. I don't think there's much value in this anymore, but with a lot of these Muds packs, really the big thing is you need to understand the ships in it and determine if you want them on multiple characters. If you're looking to get some of these characters or some of these ships on multiple characters, then these Muds packs have very good value. But if you're looking to get just one ship for a specific character, they may not be the best value. It may just be cheaper to go out and buy that ship for the character. So, just take some time and consider what ship it is you're trying to go after and look at how much it would cost to get outside of this pack. So I think that pretty much covers the Mud stuff. Let's take a look quick at some of the other bundles. We have the expansion packs on sale for 35% off. The temporal pack is good if you like temporal ships. With any of these bundles, they are $100, and I would recommend you spend some time to look at each of the ships and components that they unlock just to see if it's something that you really want. The Gamma Vanguard pack has quite a high value for how many ships it has in it. If you're looking to buy something, or if you have $100 to drop and you want to get a ton of ships, the Gamma Vanguard pack will unlock quite a few ships for you. The Delta Operations pack also has quite a few older T6 ships in it. Just know that these are from right when T6 ships were introduced into the game, so they're not as powerful as they once were. They're still okay ships, but they're not going to be anywhere near as good as, more modern offerings. The only reason I would ever recommend people to get the Delta Operations pack is if you're a min-max player and you want the bridge officers for your Romulan characters that it unlocks. The bridge officers from the Delta pack, there's one that has Superior Romulan Operative and Superior Infiltrator on it, and there's another with Superior Subterfuge and Superior Romulan Operative. So if you're a min-max player, those are things you might want to consider, but that's $100 for bridge officers. It's hard to recommend that to more casual players, so if you're a min-max player, that might be something to consider. And keep in mind, though, those bridge officers only work for Romulan characters, the ones that you'd want to get out of it. It does also unlock the shield distribution duty officer that will allow outgoing attacks under attack pattern beta to heal you. So each time while you have attack pattern beta up, every time you fire an energy weapon, it's giving you a small heal. That duty officer is nice for tanking, but it's not a deal breaker if you don't have it, but it is nice to have, and this is the only way to get it is via the Delta Operations pack. Ship bundles. The 12th anniversary Terran bundle is on sale. This is the cheapest it has ever been. It's cheaper than it was when it initially released. At 35% off, I think it's a good deal. If you haven't bought any of the ships yet, I went over this bundle quite extensively last month. I think it's a good deal. The only bundle I think that beats it is the 10th anniversary bundle, but at 1100 Zen base or 11,000 Zen basically, it's a pretty good deal, and I would recommend this bundle if you can afford it. Other bundles that I would recommend: the Legendary Romulan Warbird bundle. This has two legendary ships in it and a T6 ship coupon for 7,800 Zen. So you get the Legendary Scimitar, which is just an amazing ship, and the Legendary Doderidex, which is a ship. It's a good bundle for the price, and it includes a T6 ship coupon, so 2 legendary ships and a T6 coupon for 7,800 Zens is a pretty good deal compared to something like these captain bundles, which give you a single legendary ship and then the insta level token for a character of that faction. Um, so yeah, the legendary Romulan bundle and the 12th anniversary bundle are the 2 strongest offerings under the ship bundles tab here right now. The 11th anniversary bundle I still think is overpriced, and most of these other bundles are fairly outdated. Some of you might want to consider the Captain Picard bundle for the Miradorn. If you like the Husnock, the Miradorn Raider has a console on it that is very good for the Husnock. The only other one in here that I can think of is the Mir one that has the Gal X, the legendary Gal X at 3,900 Zen. That is a legendary ship. That is a very. It's not the best ship in the game, but it's a very strong performer. And as I talked about in my in a video about a week or two back regarding this new Section 31 promo ship, this legendary dreadnought cruiser basically has, very similar stats to the Section 31 dreadnought cruiser that just came out. So if you were interested in that promo ship, you can buy this Mirror Universe bundle for under $40. That is basically giving you the same ship, and it's going to give you it account wide. But I think that's really it for the sales, for things that I wanted to point out. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to, ask them down below. And I do want to wrap this video up by saying thank you to all the channel members, Patreon members, and Twitch subscribers that have been sticking around. I know I haven't been putting out as much content over the past couple weeks, but I do hope to get caught up here in the near future. The financial assistance there from all of you that are contributing in that way is very helpful, and it helps alleviate some stress in your life. So it is very much appreciated, and hopefully I can get some content out that you can all enjoy here in the near future. But that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you all next time.